What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? I'll tell you what the bleeding story is. Arsenal absolutely slapped around Sporting. Shocked. I am shocked. I called it yesterday. I thought it was going to be like a 1-1. I don't think too many people would have predicted Arsenal win so much. Maybe you could have predicted a 2-1, 3-1, but definitely not 5. And I just want to say fair play to Arteta. He got his tactics spot on. And his minions had to go out there and do it, and they did it. You know, against a good Sporting team. We all know the Man City got slapped around there. Not an easy place to go. And it's something that Arsenal needed to build on. Like, that's a good foundation now. Your Nottingham Forest win, away to Sporting, and absolutely slapping them. And it's coming into this Christmas period where it's nearly every 3 games, every 3 days there's a game, you know. So I'm buzzing. I'm delighted. It means it's a good solid foundation. We've a lot of our players back. As it says, only Ben White and Tomiyasu were out. But yeah, let's get into me ratings. Not me ratings, but it's just me sort of notes I took down from the game and what I thought. And let me know what you think. Before we do that, smash that like, will you? Go on, definitely smash the like, and also please do sub to the channel. I'm on the road, as we say. I'm on the road to 2k. I've a long way to go, but we've a full tank. Let's do this. In goal, Raya. He made a lot of saves yesterday. I think it was something like 8 saves he had to make that were on target. You know, and one that'll stand out, and just sort of thinking of it now, the one that he went down low to get that was a quality save. I have to give it to him, because if that went in at the time, if I'm not mistaken, it would have went to 3-2, I think, you know, and then it could have went anyway, you know, 3-2, a 2-1 game. I always get nervous with them, but got the save, played cool. He was very good yesterday. Like, I don't want to give them ratings. I just want to sort of give me predictions of what they are. I hate doing that ratings because I'm always shit at it. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll go to Timber. Timber was outstanding the first half. I think sort of his fitness probably caught up. He's not, let's say, 110% fit, but he looked a bit wrecked when he got chugged off, and I don't blame him, because he did put in a shift the first half. He was unbelievable. Second half, just done his job, and he was quality. He really was quality. I'm going to go to me 2 centre backs. Wow. I just love when these two are on fire and they play as well as they did yesterday. It's fucking beautiful to watch. The pressure was on the two of them. Not just Saliba or not just Gabriel. It was on the two of them. Because Gyökeres, I've been talking about him. Everyone's been talking about him. Being linked, everything like that. He's banging the goals in. He's scoring against top teams. You know, and the pressure was on them. He was in the pocket. He's still in the pocket. I think there was something there this morning. I didn't even read it, but he was moaning at Gabriel for Gabriel doing the fucking. Oh, I love that. And Gabriel's goal, like, come on, you know what I mean? That I love that. When I seen him doing that, I nearly cheered more for him doing that than the goal, because I was just there. Yeah, do you know what? Centre backs, they do deserve, when they do a good tackle or stuff like that, I love seeing them celebrating, or when they do score a goal, arrive late into the box, bang, get up out of that. And he's still in their pocket today, you know what I mean? But Saliba was fucking outstanding. He's a Rolls Royce of a player, let's be honest about it. He's very close to a world class player for me. If he finishes out the season the way he's playing at the moment, he's going into my category of world class, and I just hope that he doesn't go into that category and then leaves the club, you know what I mean? So I'm just praying to God we win something big and be able to keep him, because he is on his way to world class. And Gabriel, I thought, was a year, 2 years ago, when one of the Saudi clubs were after him, I was like, he makes a lot of fucking brain farts, what I call them. You know, he does a few silly things and you're just like, right, is he the guy to take us forward? Is he not? He's answered my question. He's like, you know, anytime he's even marking Haaland, you know what I mean, the shithousery with that, you know what I mean, it's great, you know what I mean. And the two of them are fucking absolutely quality, and I'm delighted that the two of them are at Arsenal. Calafiori, he's I thought he wasn't the best player out there, but I thought he did okay. He was given a job, and in that left position, we know what Zinchenko was in there, what Arteta wants them to do, you know. And is he a loose cannon, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he was getting right up there. Like, you know, it makes me nervous that Martinelli then sort of may have to, if he overlaps him, that Martinelli has to pull back into that sort of role a small bit. I want Martinelli as high up as he can, because, you know, he gets the first goal, and that's what we see. We want Martinelli, that ball being whipped in by Saka, and Martinelli coming in at the back post for the tap in. That's where Martinelli's the best. I don't like him pulling back and Calafiori sort of bombing forward, but I think it was more of Arteta telling him to do that than him doing it. But look, he did okay. He wasn't the best player, but he did okay. You know, I think he got fucking early on in the game. He got a bit of hairy moment, but no, recovered after that and just done his job, and you know, we move on. Declan Rice controlled the game, and I had down, I was happy he came off. He looked wrecked towards the end. That's probably just down to, like, you know, he's been off for the last few weeks, and it's just, I know you get fit and you're like, you know, oh yeah, you're pronounced that you're 100% fit, but it's the game, playing the game. He had a lot to do. He had a lot to do in the game, and he did play well. He put in a shift, very good, and you could tell by the end, when he was getting hauled off, he was absolutely wrecked. But that's not bad. It's just his fitness is going to get better now from his broken toe, and I hope that his toe is okay and that he's available for the weekend. Thomas Partey, wow, I said it yesterday, he's been one of our best players, and he proved it today again. I think a few weeks ago I asked a question about, do you give him a new contract? I was talking about him and Jorginho. Do you give him a new contract? On last night's performance, yeah, you do. You definitely do give him a contract extension. I know he's 30, 31 or something like that. I'd be going a year, maybe with the option for another year, because he was outstanding last night. He was so good and controlled the game. Had a good shot at the edge of the box again. You know, delighted for him. Like, you know, he really is coming on great, and he's that, like, you know, anchor in the midfield area. I feel comfortable with. You know, if they get a break on, or any team gets a break on, I feel comfortable that Thomas Partey's there, and he can probably break that play up a bit. So yeah, I'm delighted with him. And yeah, I hope Arsenal do give him the contract with a year extension or 2 years, whatever they want to do, whatever they think is feasible. But yeah, absolutely quality last night. And then getting on to the other midfielder, Martin Odegaard. I have here, he was everywhere. Yeah, he was everywhere. His quality. I was talking about him yesterday again, about comparing him to Dennis Bergkamp, Ian Wright. No, I actually don't think that, because Dennis Bergkamp wouldn't have been back into that midfield so deep and looking for the ball. Dennis was always pushed up into that 10 role and looking for the ball. But yesterday, Martin Odegaard was everywhere. He was everywhere. He didn't hide in the game, because sometimes we always sort of feared, oh, will he hide, or, you know, it's a big game, he'll go missing, and not just me saying, or like, you know, it's other fans as well have said it to me, on the big games he goes missing. He wasn't missing yesterday. He was looking for the ball. I remember looking at him a few times. He was screaming for the ball. and eventually the ball did come out for him. And that's what a top scout will always tell you. If you're a young fella, don't go missing, don't go hiding in a game. Always be there looking for the ball. That's what stands out, and he did it yesterday. He was very good. He was quality yesterday. What else do I have here? I have Saka. Yeah, Saka, mate. Saka was quality. You know, he was quality Saturday. He was quality again today. His assist for Martinelli's goal. I always say this to the kids that I coach: point where you want the ball, and he done that. And I forget who fed it on to, but he just pointed. I think it could have been Odegaard, I forget. But I'll never forget. He just pointed where he wanted it. Fucking hit it there. Runs onto it, whips it in, and Martinelli's just a tap in. Like, you know, he couldn't miss. Gets the penalty as well. Beautiful penalty. Just all day long. You knew he was scoring. And yeah, like, you know, he was just absolutely quality. I'm delighted for him. Martinelli done good, got the goal. You know, and we're still not seeing the best of Martinelli. As I said, he did good. I'm not giving out about him. And I just think it's that left-hand side. He's always thinking, if Calafiori overlaps me, I have to sort of cover his position, and it's in the back of his head. And I just think, it's just my opinion, that Martinelli is the type of player that he just wants to look forward and go forward. He doesn't want to look behind him. Just, like, you know what I mean? Just going forward. Doesn't need to worry about what's behind him. But, you know, he's always been taught that way. He puts his game on that, you know. So look, I'm not going to fault him. He wasn't bad. He done okay. He done good. He done a job, you know. Havertz was the same for me. Yeah, he just done a job. You know, he held up the ball a bit. You know, made a few movements. You know, the game wasn't really going through his area, if you know what I mean, as much. Like, you know, it was more coming down the wings and stuff like that. But no, did okay. You know what I mean? I can't fault him. You know what I mean? I can't say anything bad about him. And where he comes on, nearly scored. Love the chap. Absolutely quality. Deserves his new contract. Done good. Merino got stuck in. Seen him going in a few tackles. Love it. That's what he needed as well. And another player that needed a performance was Trossard. Trossard done well when he came on. Got the goal. Great finish. Anticipated where it was going. Fair play to him. Zinchenko came on. Done a job. Can't say much more than that. Fair play. Delighted for the team. They needed that. It's gonna. As I said, it's good foundation for the next number of games coming up before the Christmas period. So I'm looking forward to this run of games now. You know, Man City dropping points at home in Europe. Not easy, you know what I mean? Not easy, as we all know. So I'm going to drop a video out of Arsenal news, actually. So keep your notification on. I want to talk about the stadium and just more sort of news, Arsenal transfer news and stuff like that. So please do check out the video. I'll be dropping it in a while. But please do hit the like button on this video, and please do subscribe if you're new around here. Until later on, take care and God bless you all.